This is the Ritz-Carlton Hong Kong, and on paper, it's almost unbeatable. 118 floors, the highest indoor pool in the world, multiple Michelin-starred restaurants, and a 5-star spa. So this should be one of the best luxury hotels you can stay at anywhere. But after actually staying here for 5 nights, there's a catch, and it's not something most reviews talk about. In this video, I'll show you what the Ritz-Carlton Hong Kong does exceptionally well, what quietly works against the experience, and whether these views alone are worth the trade-off. Let's start with a category that usually defines a Ritz-Carlton experience: service. Upon arrival, your bags are collected and you're whisked up to the 103rd floor, which is the main lobby. The check-in process was quick and seamless, and this is where the Ritz-Carlton Hong Kong delivers exactly what you'd expect: polished, attentive, and efficient service. Now that we're all checked in, let's head up to the room, a deluxe Victoria Harbour room with 2 double beds. The room is where the reason for staying here becomes immediately clear. The windows stretch across the entire space, framing Hong Kong with a height that feels almost unreal. It's easy to spend long stretches of time here without feeling the need to leave the room at all, and in many ways, that's exactly what this hotel is encouraging you to do. Views aside, let's take a look at the rest of the room. As always, the Ritz-Carlton bed was plush, and I felt like I was sleeping on a cloud. There was plenty of storage. You'll find an extra robe, an ironing board, and an iron on one side of the closet. And on the other side, you'll find plenty of hangers and a huge space for your luggage. Beneath that, you'll find a shoehorn, shoe mitt, laundry bags, and an emergency flashlight. And to the right of that, you have a standard in-room safe. Checking out the bathroom, you have a double vanity with plenty of counter space, along with lotion by Diptyque. Under the sink, you'll find all the amenities including toothbrushes and toothpaste, a comb, cotton pads, and an emery board. One thing to note was that shaving kits were available upon request. A hairdryer was also stored neatly in a cloth bag. 2 pairs of comfy slippers were also provided, along with extra towels. The bathroom also features a full-length bathtub, definitely a luxury in Hong Kong. You can even watch TV while you unwind from the hustle and bustle of the city. Bath salts and a loofah were also provided, and a headrest was what was needed for ultimate relaxation. The shower was spacious and all clad in marble. The controls were easy to figure out, and the rainfall shower had solid pressure. Shampoo, conditioner, and body wash was also provided by Diptyque. Another set of robes are provided for you to lounge in after you pamper yourself. Let's take a quick peek at the water closet. Nothing out of the ordinary, although at this price point, I would have expected a Japanese toilet. And now, let's discover the rest of the room. We'll get to the panoramic views of the city very shortly. Multiple complimentary bottles of water are provided daily. A fruit bowl as well as some welcome drinks were provided as well, along with some utensils. A cocktail station with paid alcohol were beautifully presented, and a Nescafe machine and a kettle were also much appreciated. And lastly, the mini fridge was well stocked, but nothing out of the ordinary. I really enjoyed the little touches, like all the controls to turn on and off the lights, and to open and close the curtains, the huge desk to get some work done, along with some emergency stationery supplies. And the lounger was also extremely inviting after a long day of walking around Hong Kong. And who could forget the view? I'll give you a few moments to take it all in. The next morning, I decided to try out the world's highest indoor pool, located on the 118th floor. As expected, the pool had expansive views of the harbor. The water was a very comfortable temperature, and plenty of day beds and loungers to relax on. For those who enjoyed cold plunging, there were 2 tubs of different temperature cold plunges to fully immerse yourself in. There was also a sauna in the change room, but unfortunately I was not able to get a video of it. Walking outside, there were 2 more loungers, and lastly, a hot tub with breathtaking views. There was even a plaque commemorating the fact that you're soaking in a jacuzzi 490 meters above sea level. And now, let's get a workout in before we head to our buffet breakfast. The fitness center is also located on the same floor as the pool. There were plenty of cardio machines for you to pick your poison. All weight machines were well maintained and were by the brand Techno Gym. Pull-up bars and a Smith machine were also available. And for those who enjoy free weights, there were plenty of dumbbells and benches to round out your workout. Additionally, there was a ping pong table out on the terrace, and even a golf practice cage to practice your swing 118 floors above sea level. For those who want to practice meditation, there was a separate, elevated meditation room that was available to reserve. After getting a workout in, it's time to refuel with breakfast. Buffet breakfast is served at the lounge and bar, with similarly awe-inspiring views of the city. Some of the breakfast highlights include an extensive pastry selection with lots of danishes and croissants, made-to-order noodles with all the toppings you can choose, miso soup, congee with toppings, and plenty of hot entrees. For those who prefer a Western selection, there were classic hash browns and an egg station to customize your omelet. And for those who'd like to try out some local cuisine, there was even dim sum, with a variety of buns and steamed dumplings to try. If you'd like more traditional breakfast items, there were smoked salmon and cold cuts, salad, and plenty of cheeses to create your own charcuterie board. There was a section dedicated to milk and milk alternatives, and a yogurt section with granola, dried fruits, and nuts, and to top it all off, fresh cut fruits that were sweet and fragrant. And now, you can bring all of this back to your booth with a view of the sunrise over Hong Kong. I decided to take it easy today and booked myself in the Forbes 5-star spa. I was welcomed by a hot towel, along with a spa menu, and served a hot herbal tea. I changed into my bathrobe and took a few minutes to relax in the waiting room. The treatment room was a sanctuary in itself, and offers a bit of a different view of Kowloon in the background. After the treatment, I was able to refresh in the steam room and get a nice sweat going in the dry sauna. It was overall a tranquil experience and something that I would absolutely love to experience again. And this brings me to the catch. The Ritz-Carlton Hong Kong is a destination in itself. You get to disconnect from the city, so much so that you're even soaring above helicopters, whisking VIP across the harbor. Traveling anywhere from the Ritz-Carlton to Kowloon or Hong Kong will take time and planning. It takes more than a minute just to go from the lobby to the ground floor, and from there, walking anywhere is not an option. For example, it takes 48 minutes and lots of random roads just to walk to Temple Street, a local attraction. Taking the MTR, Hong Kong's interconnected subway, isn't much better. From the Ritz-Carlton, you would have to walk through the Elements Mall for a few minutes just to get to Kowloon Station. And from there, your options are limited. Admittedly, the Ritz-Carlton is connected to the same line as the Hong Kong airport. But heading to the Hong Kong island side, you have to change at Central in order to explore the rest of the island. And that's why the Ritz-Carlton is for a very specific type of traveler, one who wants to take in the views, to enjoy the world record pool, to get pampered by the 5-star spa, and to enjoy the Michelin-starred restaurants. Truly a destination in itself. For those who are looking for a tranquil stay but more connected to the city, I will be sharing my stay at the Peninsula Hong Kong, as well as the Four Seasons Hong Kong in upcoming weeks. I hope you enjoyed this video. It would help me a lot if you could like this video and subscribe to the channel. Thanks again, and see you next time.